Hey y'all. Hey, just waiting for people to tune in. I was going to talk about double standards today, but I decided to change my mind and talk about abusive relationships today, verbal insults, and everything else that comes with abusive relationships. Hmm. Hey, if you missed my live, I'm not sure if I'm going to save the live or if I'm just going to upload it to my YouTube channel. I might just upload it to my YouTube because I'm recording it from the other phone as well, so I can upload it. You may hear my dogs barking because I just pulled up and they're outside running wild right now. Okay. We're going to talk about abusive relationships. A lot of people are a little scared to talk about this topic, but it's a topic that's very, very relevant in today's society. Some people think abuse is just the physical hitting. Hey, cousin, it's more than just the physical hitting. Abuse can be verbal, physical, emotional. Those are all different types of abuse, and there are a couple of more. Mental abuse as well. Abuse can come from a boyfriend, a baby father, a husband, a wife, a girlfriend, a baby mother. It can come from a mother, a father, a brother, a sister, a cousin. Abuse is very real. Being here in South Carolina, the first thing my brother told me about dating here is that the CDV rates here are very high, which is, I can kind of understand why, because for some reason, men are taught here that they can just talk to women any kind of way and it's going to be okay. I wasn't taught that that was okay. Again, abuse is more than just the hitting. You talking to me any kind of way or calling me out my name is still abuse. No one deserves to have that abuse. Whether, I don't care what a person does, it doesn't mean you got to put your hands on them. Something I'm learning. I don't care what a person says to you. It doesn't mean you gotta say it back to them. Calling your partner stupid, dumb, dirty, grimy, ugly, fat, sloppy, skinny, all abuse. And my personal opinion when it comes to abuse is that the verbal abuse and the emotional abuse and the mental abuse is causes more damage in the long run than the physical abuse. The physical abuse, yeah, you feel it right at that moment, but once the bruises heal and the scars heal, it's kind of like, okay, it's gone. You still remember it, but you don't feel the pain from it. But if you constantly hear somebody calling you ugly, fat, dirty, stupid, retarded, and all these other belittling words that they'll call you, it's going to stick with you because you start to believe that, oh, I really must be stupid. I really must be ugly. I really might be fat. And you could be 100 pounds and they could still be calling you fat, and then you start to think in your head, oh, I'm just this ugly fat person. You never stop to think that maybe I'm not all these things because it's already been embedded in you for how many ever months or years that you endured this. So you start to really think that this is really you. No, it's not you. It's hard to speak about domestic violence and to tell somebody to walk out of a abusive relationship because you're not the one on the inside of that relationship, and it takes more courage to leave than because a lot of people will say, oh, but I love this person, I don't want to leave them. Oh, this is my child's father, this is my child's mother, oh, this is my wife, this is my husband, I don't want to leave them. Or they're afraid to start over. Don't be afraid to start over. Don't let somebody belittle you and lower your self-esteem. That's how people get you. If they can get your mind and then get your self-esteem, then they got you. Once they get you to lose your self-esteem about yourself, it kind of starts to break you down. Then depression sets in and all other types of problems come in. There are domestic violence hotlines in all areas. You can Google it and it'll come up. I know in New York they have Safe Horizons. Down here in South Carolina, they have CODA, that's CODA. DSS usually has a pamphlet inside of them. And a lot of people are afraid to seek help by going to law enforcement. Some areas, they really don't do anything when it comes to domestic violence. But you have to know within yourself that you don't deserve that. You don't deserve the abuse. Yeah, you might love them, but love ain't supposed to hurt. Remember that. It's a real touchy subject for me. You know, when we teenagers, we don't realize that the little boyfriend that, hit us every now and again and we think it's cute then, or he's always where you at, who you with, he care about us, he love us. We thinking it's cute when we teenagers, but that's not cute. That is not cute. They controlling you. When they start pulling you away from your family, oh, I don't like that person, I don't like this person, that's a sign of controlling. Controlling is also part of abuse. They start taking your money and giving you, oh, you can't work, but they taking your money, or they giving you little bits of money here, little pieces of money here. That's financial abuse, which is a part of, again, domestic violence. These is all things that, you kind of learn when you see people. Oh, I can't go here, or I don't have money because I have to go get it from my boyfriend, or I have to get it from my wife. Abuse. Don't allow anybody to abuse you financially, emotionally, mentally, anything. This is more of a serious topic for me. I know I'm always just like turned up, but some things is not good for a turn up. You gotta kind of turn down for some things. And then if you ever had somebody that was going through it, and you try to assist them, and they said something like, "Oh no, because I don't want a confrontation." There's no confrontation. That's crazy. You gotta stand up for your rights. Yeah, they say a woman is not stronger than a man, but my mama taught me, don't let nobody put their hands on you. So you don't allow nobody to put their hands on you. My husband is looking right now. He's probably thinking I'm on the phone. But I'm doing my live for my YouTube. You want to join my YouTube? You want to say hi? So be mindful about these different things. Try, if you find yourself you have any of these characteristics where you feel like you may be controlling or a little too physical, or say some crazy stuff out your mouth, take a second, stop, think about it, and realize it's not that serious, because you're hurting somebody else's feelings. And this is a person that you claim you love. Once you hurt somebody's feelings, you can't take it back. Especially when it's something that you said verbally. Those words stick with you. They sting for a long time. For a very long time. Check on those friends. Those friends that you have that's gotten into these new relationships. You haven't spoken to them in a while, and it's like, oh, yeah, okay, because they're in a new relationship. They happy, da-da-da-da-da. Nah, it might seriously be something wrong. Just pick up the phone and check on them. Like, hey, you all right? You good? You all right? Just wanted to check in. You got a family member that ain't really mingling like they used to. Check on them. Hey, you okay? Just wanted to make sure you okay. Okay? You'd be surprised. People don't like to talk about what they're going through. But whatever state you're in, seek help if you are one of these people going through it, or if you know somebody that's going through it. These are things that can, and also if you have kids, this is a very important one to me. If you have kids and your kids are seeing this type of behavior, they may grow up to think these behaviors are okay. For a young lady, they think that it's okay for their spouse to say these things to them or do these things to them. And for a male, they may think that it's okay to do these things. And stop teaching our daughters and saying a man don't love you unless he hits you, or a man don't love you unless he say, oh no, baby, you getting too big. Nah. The person that love you gonna love every inch of you, no matter how big you get or how small you get. That one right there, I had a young lady tell me that a dude used to call her ugly, so in her mind she thinks that she ugly. Nah, baby girl, you not ugly. But that man who said that, it was something that attracted him to you. So if how you ugly now, he just don't want you to think that you're beautiful. So that way you gonna leave him and go to somebody else because it's something he doing in his life that's fucked up. So just think about these things. Take your time. Don't rush into nothing. Really get to know a person. You know, a lot of times we just jump into stuff. I'm guilty of it too. I'm just jumping in things. But really get to know a person. And if you see any of these signs, run. Don't stick around and wait. Get the hell up and run. Run like somebody put some fire under your behind and run. Don't let nobody tell you you're not worthy. Don't let nobody tell you don't deserve these things. The devil is a damn liar, and you deserve all that this world offers you and everything that God says you deserve. The Bible didn't tell you to settle for no abuse. I hear the ones, oh no, because back in the day, the man is the man that, nah. Through all those scriptures, nowhere in those scriptures did it talk about the man abusing his wife and it was okay. That ish is not okay. Don't let that man call you stupid. Don't call that man stupid. Don't let none of that take place. Know your worth. Please know your worth. Knowing your worth is very, very important. I may come back later on this week and talk about the other topic I gave y'all a little snippet about. I was supposed to talk about double standards, but double standards isn't really what was on my mind. I may upload that video later because I did record something about it. It won't be on Facebook though. It'll probably just go straight to the YouTube channel. Because the 3 topics that I had, they all kind of go hand in hand. The double standards, the abuse, the is the D more important than your child? But kind of tired. Kind of had a long day. And kind of got to prepare for tomorrow. Another long day ahead of me. But think about those things. If you know anybody, try to help them. Help them get some help for themselves. If you ever been a victim of it, reach out to somebody. Somebody that can help you if you haven't been able to shake it. But it's more important to know your worth and know that you don't deserve any of those things. Listen to Eve's song, Love is Blind. A man don't really love you if he hits you. A man don't really love you if he tells you you're stupid. A man don't really love you if he say he hates you, and vice versa. I'm not just saying this man and women because, again, women are just as guilty as those things. Women can be very violent and very abusive. So don't think that I'm just coming from it from a female's point of view. One of my homeboys told me a couple of months ago, was like, I was a little abusive, but I respect it because I needed to hear that. Just because somebody says something out their mouth don't mean that I got to react with my hands. So I didn't like that trait, so I needed to change that. I ain't always got to react, but that's coming from being in an abusive relationship. When I was a teenager, I was in an abusive relationship. And I think my homeboy's homeboy, who I didn't even like the boy at the time, couldn't stand the boy, but he seen my boyfriend at the time, like me and him was fighting. The boy was trying to drag me in the building. And 2 years later, that same boy got locked up for domestic violence, for kidnapping and raping a girl. So I really respect that.
Now?
Huh?
My phone.
No, I don't know where your phone at. Say hi to the camera. Say hi.
Hey, what's up?
I'm doing my YouTube and my say hi.
Hey, what's up?
That's on YouTube. Say hi to the live for the people.
Come on, man. What's up? What's up?
Oh, really? He came interrupt my stuff. I don't know. Call the phone.
My wife is a good woman. Listen to her. Listen to her.
I get on his nerve though.
That's who got me on the right track.
I get on his nerve and he get on my nerves. I think I get on his nerve more. I think look behind the thing. I'm sorry y'all that I got it. As soon as I reach I get on his nerve a lot and he get on my nerves a lot, but it's not perfect. Y'all know a couple of months ago I was saying a lot. I did a lot of lives and I talked about a lot of different things. It wasn't all negative about him.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
It wasn't. He seen one. It wasn't all about him. It was just kind of what it needed to be said. How I, was able to clear up my mind and things I was going through in my life. But like I said, shout out to my homeboy Redman, DJ Redman, who really pulled my tail on that and let me know that my actions was very abusive and that shit wasn't cool. Because if it was done to one of my homeboys, one of my sons, or to my cousins or my brothers, I definitely wouldn't respect that. So, and if one of your friends is doing that BS, check them. You're not a real friend unless you check them. Like, that's just what that really is. Like, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm glad the homie checked me and was like, that's some BS stuff. Like, it's together. You know what I mean? Like I told y'all a couple of months ago, people go through things. You love 1 minute, the next minute you hate. But if that love is real, you're going to push through and fight through whatever you're going through. Every day ain't going to be peaches and cream and sunshine and roses. Some days it's going to be a bad tornado, a bad hurricane, some snowstorms, but you got to push through it. Some days I be really wanting to just punch my husband out. Some days he be wanting to punch my ass out. But he got them dogs out, and he hate them damn badass dogs, but it is what it is. But I thank y'all for tuning in. If you missed a part of this, it wasn't no chipper stuff. I wasn't even lit today. I wasn't super excited. Just some things that just been on my mind. But I'm going to try to get super excited by the time I do the next one. The next one is a little bit more ratchet. Well, actually, it's real ratchet because I can't tolerate that. But I'm not going to put that on live. Just go ahead and check the YouTube on that one. But I may post the link, though. All right? Later, y'all. Be safe. Stay warm. Stay away from that Rona. Keep the mask on, hand sanitizer, soap, and water. Lots and lots of bleach. The numbers is rising. Be careful.